A very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Today we are going to start a chapter from the geography, that is natural resources, land and soil. Before this we have studied about the natural resources, we have defined resources, we have defined something which can fulfill our daily needs or our wants are referred to as resource. Now we are going to study about the resources and we will have to focus on land and soil. Afterwards we have to study water. Now we are going to start this chapter. I am Rakesh Kumar, TGT Social Science PG Senior Secondary School, Captain Kushinagar. Let's start. At first we should know that what is land, or let us introduce the chapter. As we know that on our planet 71% of the total surface area is covered by water and rest 29% of total area is land area, and on this 29% of area we have to perform all the activities whatever we have to done. We have to live here, we have to grow crops here, we have to construct buildings here, we have to make our schools. Our maximum activity has to be performed on the land surface. That is why the land is very important resource for the human being. So let us study about the land. Dear students, as we have studied earlier, land is a natural resource. Land is a natural resource on which we have to perform several activities, and we know well all type of vegetation, all type of human activity, all type of construction activities has to be performed on the surface of land. That is why it is very important for the survival of human as well as survival of life which is growing or surviving on the land. Now we should know that what are the various landforms on the planet Earth. So there are plains, plateau, mountain, desert, etc. So these landforms are existed on our planet, and all of these have their own importance according to their terrain, according to their physical features. They are serving us. We know well, plains are those areas where agricultural activities are very easy and less populations are living here. Plateaus are those areas which are lesser than Himalaya, lesser than mountain, and higher than the plain. That is why they are known as tableland. Mountain are those regions which are high terrain, and they are of great importance. They are on the barrier of the monsoon wind so that the rain takes place. They are also very important for the several minerals. They are abode of snow. That is why our rivers, maybe you can say all weather rivers or perennial rivers. Desert is its own important. So on the planet 43% major we have to study plain, plateau and mountain. Plains are 43%, mountain are 30% and plateaus are of 27%. This is the percentage of plain, plateau and mountain on our planet. And you know well the land use pattern. Dear students, land use pattern or land use means how we are using the land. We can use the land for the agricultural purposes, for the commercial purposes, for the construction purposes, for the forest, for the pasture and a lot of things. Some are forest on the whole planet. Forests are of 22.75%. And here one more interesting thing is there. The forest should be 33%. So this is you can say less area which is covered by the forest, less desired area. Next, tree, crops and a lot of things. Pasture land, desert means the land, the usage of land by us is known as land use. We can use the land for the forest, for the pasture, for the construction, for the making building, for road, for transportation activities, etc. Now, how can we determine the land use? Land use can be determined by the 5 factors. The first one is the location and accessibility. Means where is land located? The second one is the relief feature. It means the land is plain, plateau, mountain, desert or any other thing. And next is which type of soil is found there, such as the alluvial soil, desert soil, mountain soil and any other type. You should know that the alluvial soil is most fertile soil, that is why the use of the alluvial soil is more than any other soil. Next is the cultural and technical know-how. And technical and the last is the infrastructure of that area. Of that area means these are the factors on which the utilization of land takes place. Easily we can recognize that the land location is very important, the relief feature is also very important, which type of soil is there in particular area is also important, the cultural and technically know-how is also important. Because you can easily recognize that more the technical and cultural development, more the usage of land. And infrastructure is also very important factor, we know that. Now we are going to study conservation of land resources. Dear students, for the long period of time, the land is a renewable resource. Long period means millions of years. But for the short period of time, land is not a renewable resource. That is why we should conserve the land. We should use the land in such a manner so that it will be available for our forthcoming generation and it will serve us in better way. You know well, when any type of damage takes place, this damage totally create an effect on the forthcoming generation, and it will create the shortage of food grains, shortage of food items, and shortage of a lot of things which are obtained from the land. That is why we should conserve the land resource, and we should also know that due to population, the land is under great pressure. Why? Because to fulfill the needs of the growing population, we are using a lot of chemical fertilizers, a lot of crops we are growing year by year. That is why the land resource is degraded year after year. So we should think about this, and we should try to control our activity. We know well the fertilizer which are generally alkaline in nature, they damage the pH balance of land, and due to damaging of pH balance of land, the land may become acidic or basic or alkaline, and both the media acidic or basic are not suitable for growing the crops. That is why we should conserve the land so that it will serve us year after year, so that it will be available for our forthcoming generation. Now we are going to study about soil. Soil means the uppermost layer of earth which contain mineral and humus along with nutrients is known as soil. And dear students, we should know that soil is very important for us, because we are going to growing crop here, because all the food necessities or all the food requirements have to be fulfilled by the soil. You know well, human beings is heterotrophic in nature, so we are depend plants directly or indirectly for our food purpose. Means directly means we generally consume the plants as cereals, as pulses, as oilseed, etc. Indirectly means the animal who are eating plants, we consume this. So that is why the soil is very important, because only the soil is capable to fulfill our hunger needs. That is why we should know about the soil, we should conserve the soil. So let us know about the various layers of the soil. Various layers of the soil are known as horizons. Layers of the soil means horizons. Horizons are generally O, A, B, C. O means 0, or O you can say, A, B, C, and D. So now we are going to draw a simple diagram related to this. Horizon O or horizon 0 contains the soil, nutrients, humus, etc. It is very important for growing the crops. That is why horizon O is very important. It contains all the essential things which are important to grow the crop, and horizon O is the uppermost layer, and we should also always conserve the horizon O. Now after horizon O, and this is known as humus. After horizon O, the top soil is coming. You know well, top soil contains some parent rock and some minerals. You know well, when plant grow in horizon O, the roots can reach till the topsoil, and from here they can obtain water and minerals. So it is also very important because the roots of the trees are coming towards here. Now horizon A. So I will inform you, this contains salt, minerals, etc. These are also important for the plants and some bedrocks. Now horizon B, this is known as the subsoil. It contains some particles which are important for formation of the soils, this layer, and generally some small particles are there. Now horizon C, it contains the weather parent rock, and it is dark in color, and some fragmented materials are found here. Now horizon D is the composed of unweathered solid substances, and these are unreached by us, and they are also not very important for us. Now let us understand how the soil formation takes place. Formation of soil. So we are going to study formation of soil. We know well some factors are responsible for the formation of soil. Basically, we have to study the 5 factors which are responsible for the formation of soil. The first one is the nature of parent rock. You know well, the nature of parent rock is responsible for the color, texture, and what type of nutrients has been found in the particular nature. Means nature of parent rock. The second one is the relief of that area. Relief of that area. From where we have to study, you know well, relief feature means what type of physical structure of the land is there, plain, plateau, mountain, etc. So this is also very important factor. And the next is the climate of that particular place. You know well, weathering and climate has great effect on the parent rock, and they are responsible for the growth of plant and for the formation of soil in a particular region. Now the fourth one is the vegetation. Vegetation also plays very important role in the formation of soil. What type of vegetation is found there is also determine the type of soil in that particular area. Now, time. Time is also very important factor. You know well, generally 1 centimeter of or generally 1000 year 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter, you can say at round up you can take of formation of land take generally 1000 years. So I have informed you earlier the soil is a renewable resource for a very long period of time, but for a short period of time it is a non-renewable resource. Why? Because it takes thousands of years to form some centimeters of soil. That is why it is known as the renewable for long period of time and non-renewable for short period of time. Now, this is the chapter. In the next topic, in the next chapter, we will discuss about the one chapter from the civics, and today I am going to wind up. Thank you and have a nice day, dear students.